The reason it's blank in the middle is this is where vertical road design information would go if we had a vertical design on this particular profile panel. Now, this customer provided us with a table. I'm going to pan this a little bit. Provided us with a table, and let's see where that thing's supposed to go. I can't quite read it. Have to window up. All right. So we're going to paste this table down in the position that we saw them do it, which I think down about there. Okay, right there. Now, so what we're going to do is let's start dragging some text into position. Now, we see the chainage. Well, here's our chainage. So we'll start our settings, learn drafting standards, and select the chainage and move it down to line up with chainage. Okay. Now we'll surface level. Let's see where that is. Here's the surface. So let's drag that surface up where we can see it, and then pan a little bit. So we'll drag our surface level. Oops, still panning. Drag our surface level up to surface level. Drag our inverts to the invert. And then let's change. We won't do them all in front of you. So let's say that he also wanted to take this chainage and change it to 90. Now, and center it. So we'll place it like that. So chainage. We will now stop the recording and drag everything into its correct place and then restart recording. As we're moving these around, we discover that where the customer wants the depth of the invert goes where it has the stations. Yet he doesn't have stations on his profile panel. He has each thing as a chainage. So what we'll do is we will edit the profile panel and turn station label increment off. Also, the datum needs to be moved down. It's being controlled by this grid size, and he doesn't want to display the grid anyway. So we'll make this grid size 1, which moves our datum down. Let's make it 0.5. Okay, that lines up the datum, and then we'll turn the display of the grid off. Also, he only wants one datum. He doesn't want all these labeled, so we'll take the labeling, the elevation labeling increment, and tell it to be 100 meters. Therefore, none of them will fall on the panel. Now we'll turn that. We didn't want you to miss what we had done there, so now we're able to drag our depth to invert into place. So we'll stop our recording and continue using the settings learn drafting standards tool to put these in place. Recording resumes. Now we've dragged all the splash live rippling profile text into the proper location for the customer using the learn drafting standards tool. And we were able to tell what we were dragging around because the English text was still on it. So we could see this was a depth and this was an invert. Okay, so now what we want to do is go to the engineering graphics defaults and turn off the English text. So we have drop English text from sewer design labeling. Yes. We'll also note there is a drop English text from vertical design, but since we haven't located the vertical design and we don't have a vertical design on here, let's just leave that alone. Okay, so now we'll do a save settings, which only is being done to save the window we're in for the drawing. Save settings does not affect Splash. And reopen the MicroStation design file, and we should see the English text go away. So now I'll restart our tool. Now we see that the pipe size, the grade, the spacing, the depth invert, invert level, etc., is all in the proper location for the customer's standard, and has the no English text on it. Because it has no English text, there's no reason that the customer couldn't have put French text over here beside that grid, or German text, and done international profile panels, which are also called long sections.